brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MtgA Malone. Before we do anything, tomorrow there will be a live stream where I will be grinding very hard because this month I tried to make it in the top 1,200. Would be very awesome. So tomorrow, Wednesday, the 20th of April at 8 p.m. CET, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be streaming here on YouTube and on Twitch. You can find both of the links down in the description. And yeah, join in for some good old grinding. Also, thank you very much for all the support over the last few days. It has been freaking mind-blowing to me. But enough yammering. Let's get into the lessons of Lifegain hammering. Oh my lord, the Lifegain deck became even more awesome. There is some new cards in here that are just so freaking good. Two, to be honest. Two cards that just make this deck so much freaking better. But it was very good already, so cutting too much would hurt you more than anything else. And just forcing to put only Strixhaven cards in here when you don't really need it. Well, there's even three. There's three cards in here that I changed. So yeah, those are very freaking fun. So let's get over them real freaking quick. What does white Lifegain fear? Removal. So we have protection with the Selfless Glyphweaver. There's also the Deadly Vanity over here, but we don't care about that. We only care about the Glyphweaver. He is a 3-mana 2/3, but you can exile him and all of your creatures gain indestructible until end of turn. So if you want to swing in, your opponent doesn't read the card, you give him indestructible, you destroy his creatures, he survive. He has a board wipe. Very freaking sweet. Wipe away, my friend. The only thing that we can't protect ourselves from is exile spells, but that will always be a problem for mono white. And yeah, maybe you're also lucky and you don't encounter those too often, because a lot of people are playing a lot of other stuff right now thanks to Strixhaven. So right now this deck is very freaking good. Another new creature in here that I really want to play as soon as freaking possible. Also, there's a Luca on the other side. We don't care about that. Get him out of here. But the Mila Crafty Companion, holy freaking Maloney, it is so freaking nice. It's a 3-mana 2/3, and whenever an opponent attacks one of the planeswalkers you control, you put a loyalty counter on them. But that doesn't really matter. What matters is that whenever a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. Yes, may, you will. You will draw a card. And what does white need? Freaking card draw. Yes, it is so freaking nice. Because, let's just say, they have, I don't know, a giant killer. They have a giant killer, they want to tap down one of your creatures, you draw a card now. They have a kill spell, want to kill one of your creatures, you draw a card now. They have whatever that targets your creatures, even an enchantment, even like the Glass Casket. It is an ability. So, you draw a card. Very freaking sweet. In the worst case, if they just kill the Mila on the spot, you still get a card back for your troubles, and they didn't kill one of your other creatures, which is very freaking good. So, what is the last card? One of my favorite cards. When we were opening packs, I said this card is freaking awesome. When Sparring Regimen enters the battlefield, you learn. So we have a learn board here, which we will get over real quick, very soon. And whenever you attack, you put a 1/1 counter on a target attacking creature and untap it. So, your Seasoned Hallowblade attacks in, he's indestructible anyways, who wants to block him? And he becomes a 4/2. And you untap him, so next turn you can block something with it, which is so freaking good. Also, Speaker of the Heavens becomes a 2/2, swings in for 2 life gain. You don't even untap him because he has Vigilance. Still very freaking good. Trust me, it is so sweet. And if your Daxos is out and you have your Maul of the Skyclaves on your Daxos, he is a 4 whatever, 4/3 right now. The Sparring Regiment, we're making him a 5/4. Yes, and he is untapped. So, he will be very thick, very strong. It is just so freaking sweet. He's even a 5/6. I forgot that the Maul of the Skyclaves gives you +2/+2. So, very freaking sweet. Very awesome. So, these are the 3 new cards. And as we're talking about all the good stuff, let's get over here. We're talking about the sideboard real quick. So we have only the Sparring Regimen to learn, so it's not like our win condition, it is just a little extra. And what do we have in here? We have the Introduction to Prophecy. Why is it here and not over here? Well, that is weird. So it is split up, the lessons are split up. We have the Introduction to Prophecy, which is very nice in a mono-white deck. You scry 2, then you draw a card. That is absolutely what mono white needs. Then we have the environmental sciences. And look at this dude. Looking at all these different planes. Isn't it sweet? You search a library for a basic land, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle, and you gain 2 life. The life gain is absolutely awesome. The getting a basic land into your hand is also absolutely awesome. So yeah, why not? And then we have the introduction to frickin' Annihilation. So, you exile target non-land permanent, its controller draws a card, but that is absolutely frickin' fair. You exile something. They should get at least a little bit for it. So, that was the sideboard. Let's close it and let me get back over here. So, this thing will never disappear, which is very annoying. What is the rest of the deck? We have 4 Outside of Life's Bounty. I cut the poor little doggos because the Outside of Life's Bounty is just enough. You give protection from something, they can't kill it. So, even if they have an enchantment like a Maya Grasp, you just give your creature protection from black. It is very freaking sweet. Also, it has life gain, which is very important in our deck because we have 4 Robert De Niro's in here. I mean, the Speaker of the Heavens. So, Vigilance, lifelink, as soon as you're on 27 life, you make yourself some angels. Mwah! Delicious. Freaking delicious. Then we have the Luminarch Aspirant. Pushes your creatures. It is just such a good creature. Cutting it would be very, very bad. Then, as I said, the Seasoned Hallowblade gets indestructible when you discard a card, which is not even that huge of a problem because if you discard something small, you can always bring it back with one of your 2 Lurruses that we have in our deck. Then we have 4 Daxos, because he's just so good. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. And whenever a creature dies, you gain 1 life. And that also triggers our good old Heliod Suncrowned. Oh my lord. He's indestructible. As long as your devotion is less than 5, he is not a creature. So he can't be exiled or anything. But as soon as he's a creature, he's an indestructible blocker. And if you have your Sparring Regimen out, he will become bigger and bigger every single turn. You can attack in with him. You can just make him untap him once more with the Sparring Regimen. And he will be a very good blocker. So, very freaking sweet. And whenever you gain life, you put a 1/1 counter on a target creature or enchantment. But let's be honest, it's just creatures. Then 4 Maul of the Skyclaves. You pay 3, attach it to target creature, it gets flying, and first strike. So if you put this on your Speaker on the Heavens on turn 3, you attack in, you tap him, you make an angel. It is so freaking sweet. Then the Selfless Glyphweaver, we already talked about it. The Sparring Regimen, we already talked about it. The Mila Crafty Companion, we already talked about this. Then we have 4 Skyclave Apparition. Just never not put it in a white deck. Never not put it in a white deck. This takes care of everything. Of freaking everything. Creatures, small planeswalkers, enchantments, Maul of the Skyclaves, whatever it is, the Skyclave Apparition takes freaking care of it. And then we have 2 Lurruses. And this is just so sweet, because with the Lurrus, if you discard something like the Outside of Life's Bounty or the Speaker of the Heavens to the Seasoned Hallowblade, you can just bring it back. And also, you can sacrifice your Outside of Life's Bounty to give it protection from any color, which means that creatures of that color can't freaking block your creature. So let's say you have your Seasoned Hallowblade out with a Maul of the Skyclaves. He is now a 5/3. Then you push him with the Luminarch Aspirant a little bit, you push him with the Sparring Regiment a little bit. Now he's a 7/5, or maybe even more, maybe an 8/6. And then you just sacrifice your Outside of Life's Bounty. You give him protection from blue, he can't be blocked by rogues anymore, you just attack in, you bring back the Outside of Life's Bounty with your Lurrus. Every single turn you do it over and over and over again. It's just G to the G. G to the freaking G. Alright, this is the deck. Land-wise, we have 4 Radiant Fountains in here because it gives us life. So just imagine, turn 1, Speaker of the Heavens. they have maybe nothing on turn 1. Turn 2, you're on 21 life. You play the Radiant Fountain, you're on 23 life. You put a counter on the Speaker of the Heavens, you're on 25 life. The next turn, you will make an Angel. Easy as freaking pie. If you have a Daxos out, even better. You will get to life so freaking fast. And then if you have your Heliod out, get out of here. The game is freaking over. Then we have 18 beautiful Bob Ross planes. How freaking peaceful are those? So, these are lessons in Lifegain. Mila, you're a beast. I freaking love you. I'm MtgA Malone, and I will see you in those aggressive games. Alright, let's get ready for some Lifegain action. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fabian Mertens. Looks like we're up against a German fellow German. A fellow German was enough. A German fellow German was maybe one too many. So, we have a lot of 3-cost spells. The opponent's going first. But we have the Seasoned Hallowblade, so that is still a-okay. Alright, he seems to be berserkers. But we're getting some life here, which is very nice. Also, we can put down the Seasoned Hallowblade into Sparring Regimen, which I like very much. Is he using the Boast here? He's using the Boast. That is absolutely fine with me. So, we drew another land. Well, that's not even too bad. Not perfect, but not even too bad. So we will see what he does here. If he's mono black, it would be kind of annoying. But we will see. We will see. He can't be attacking in anymore. I mean, if he's mono black, he might have like enchantments that give -2/-2. And it really looks like he does. But he's not attacking in. He has the Bastion of Remembrance. Okay. That is kind of fine with me. That is kind of fine with me. So we're putting down the Sparring Regimen. We can always get rid of that Bastion of Remembrance. But I think what we're doing is... we have enough life. I think we're getting the Annihilation. So we're getting in there. Untap the bad boy. Oh yes. Oh yes. So do you really want to block here? Do you really want to block here? Get in with my damage. Alright, looks good. Looks freaking good. Next turn we can put down the Luminarch Aspirant. Make this Seasoned Hallowblade even freaking bigger. Looks pretty good. So what you gonna do here, my friend? What are you going to do? Another Dusk Wielder? Is that really the answer? Is the Dusk Wielder really the answer? He's getting in with everything. Well, I couldn't care less about these damage points. I'm afraid that he might have something with -1/-1ing me, which would be kind of annoying. I hope he's just using the Dusk Wielder here. But I'm not giving him any life back. No, sir. No way, Jose Fabian Mertens. The Village Rites. Okay, that is okay. Draw your cards. So he might have enchantments that would be annoying here. But did he find it? He didn't find it before, so why should he have found it now? The Foulmire Knight. That is absolutely fine with me. Do you have another Village Rites in this awesome design? Another Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, but we're pushing our Seasoned Hallowblade here. We are freaking pushing it. I don't want it to die. I really don't. And then we're attacking in, untapping it, putting a counter on it. Oh, Seasoned Hallowblade, you're so good. You are so freaking good. Are you blocking here? Yeah, that is fine with me. We can get rid of one Skyclave Apparition. We have enough of those. We actually have enough of those. Oh, he has another Village Rites. Okay. Okay. So, but he still needs 2 spells now to get rid of our Seasoned Hallowblade here. So we will see. Next turn I think I will put down a Skyclave Apparition onto the Bastion of Remembrance. Because I really don't want to see that. I really don't. But we will see. Maybe I'm also getting rid of something on the board. Because right now the Bastion of Remembrance is not doing too much for him. But is he attacking in? He is. He is attacking in. Is that really the smartest move here? We will find out very soon. If he has a board wipe, that's just what it is. He could have it with the snow-covered plains. He could have, well, he's one away from Blood on the Snow. He is one away from Blood on the Snow. But we will see. We still have our Skyclave Apparition, which I don't think that I will use here. I think I will put down the Selfless Glyphweaver. Okay, that is one mana you're using like that. That is another mana you're using like that. Okay. Yeah, I really couldn't care less about that. We found an Alseid of Life's bounty, but I think we're just putting down the Selfless Glyphweaver here. And I mean, why not? Why not? This will give us indestructibility for our creatures. So that is still bueno. We're putting it on the Luminarch Aspirant. The Luminarch Aspirant now is a 3-3. We're getting in for... Yeah, we're still putting it on the Luminarch Aspirant here. Because if he wants to block, that is fine with me. He does it like this. Okay. Do you have another Village Rites? Do you really have another Village Rites? That would be insanity. Literally freaking insanity. Plump the Forbidden. Okay. So we are getting rid of this Bastion of Remembrance very soon. It is getting on my nerves just a little bit. Just a little bit. So we're still getting in for 3. And if he has nothing but one creature, if he has a board wipe here, we have the Selfless Glyphweaver, which is very good. Very freaking good. The Eye Twitch. Okay. What else do you have? If you don't have anything else, we win. We freaking win. Another Foulmire Knight. Okay, so I think I will get rid of that Foulmire Knight here. Well, we still have the Alseid of Life's bounty, so that is still a-okay. That is still a-okay. I think I'm still going to get rid of the Bastion of Remembrance. Because that is draining us real good here. Real freaking good. But if we draw land, I might just use the introduction to Annihilation. We will see. We didn't draw land. But I still think that this Bastion of Remembrance needs to go. It just needs to go. I don't think he had another one. Otherwise, why should he have used it here? Can you sack it? Can you? Can you sack it? Oh, he's hacking his Eye Twitch. Okay. Well, you do you, my friend. You do you. You're still losing some life. We're still getting the Bastion of Remembrance here out of the way. And we still have the Alseid of Life's bounty. So I think we are still a-okay. Because we will get some life back very soon. Okay. So I'm pushing the Luminarch Aspirant even more. We are getting in with everything. Untap the Seasoned Hallowblade, so he can't be attacking in with anything. He now kind of needs to block the Seasoned Hallowblade. Otherwise, he's very close to death. Very close to death. Okay, that is perfect. That is freaking perfect. So we're getting rid of the Mila, sadly. But the introduction to Annihilation and the Skyclave Apparition are just a little bit more important. And we still have the Alseid. But he still has even more card draw, doesn't he? This guy has a lot of card draw. Not gonna lie. Or do you? Or do you? Well, we will find out very soon. We will find out very soon. He does not. And we're back on 9 life. So that is very freaking sweet. Very freaking sweet. Oh, Sparring Regimen, I love you so much. I love you so freaking much. So, if he summons the pests here, the Archfiend's Vessel, okay, that is fine with me. Excuse-moi. And he summons some pests. But we're getting rid of this Archfiend's Vessel and the Serrated Scorpion. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. But we're still getting rid of the Archfiend's Vessel here. And we're pushing our Alseid of Life's bounty into Oblivion, so we can get some life back very freaking soon. Because he would need to block the Alseid with everything. In the worst case we can, well, he kinda needs to do a lot more than that. He kinda needs to do a lot more than that because the other creatures are getting very dangerous. Very freaking dangerous. So we are getting in with everything. Pushing the Alseid. And now we see how he blocks here. But he really needs to block here. Okay. Okay. So we're still getting in for 4. He gets 4 life back, but we're also getting 3 life back. So everything is just the same as before. And we still have our Selfless Glyphweaver. So I'm not too afraid here right now. He has another Plump the Forbidden, doesn't he? He does. That's his 3rd freaking one. His 3rd freaking one. Okay. But I don't think that he blocked the Alseid, did he? Did he now? I really don't remember. I really don't remember. But he can't also be attacking in with anything. So, he's down to 2. We're on 7. So I really wonder if he can kill us here. Would be freaking crazy if he could. Would be very freaking crazy if he could. But in the worst case, I should have just given him another Archfiend's Vessel. Alright, that is fine with me. But we will see what he does here. I still have the Selfless Glyphweaver and I can just sacrifice the Alseid of Life's bounty to the Seasoned Hallowblade. So he needs something. He needs something. I will just give it protection. Okay. That is not enough, my friend. Not yet. Another Archfiend's Vessel. That is still not enough. Because I will just give protection to the Alseid. Yes, 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 yes. Unless, of course, you have yet one more Plump the Forbidden. I don't think there's too much you can do. I mean, he had 3 Plump the Forbidden, 2 Village Rites. He returned some creatures to the battlefield here. But that is absolutely fine with me. Abso-freaking-lutely fine with me. Radiant Fountain. Oh, he knew! He knew that I could just sacrifice the Alseid. And then, that's it. That's freaking it. Alright, we're up against King Arthur. Are you ready for a kingly battle? We are going first with 2 Luminarch Aspirants, so let's try this. If we weren't going first, I wouldn't have kept this hand. But we are poker freaking gods. I mean, look at this. Almost a full house. Almost. So let's read a little bit about life and death. Oh, a very nice book. I hold it in my hands. So, I really wonder how these pets will turn out. I'm really also contemplating about buying that Mila pet. It is just so sweet. I really hope that we can find one more land. And I really hope that we're not up against another black. Oh, we're up against a mono red deck. So we might have a chance here. We might have a chance if we find a land. Now we really are the poker gods of the freaking century. Alright. All freaking right. So one more land and we're kinda good. One more land, the Dwarven Mine? Seriously? A Dwarven Mine? Crazy. Yeah, we're not blocking that. We are not blocking that. He might have the dwarf. If he's playing Dwarven Mines, he 100% has the dwarf. But he's still killing my Luminarch Aspirant, which is sad. We found a Speaker of the Heavens, but I'm still using my Luminarch Aspirant number 2 here. I really hope that we can find a land. I really do. I really do, because all of our spells are 3 costs. So it would be very sad if we didn't. The Robber of the Rich. Okay. Please don't steal that. And another Frostbite. Alright. So who's the real poker champion? Please don't steal a land. The Lurrus. Okay, so I really hope that we can find a land here. Did not find a land. That is so bad. That is so freaking bad. So the mono red deck has more lands than we do. He has 4 lands. 4 lands. And he had 2 Frostbites. And we have only 3 cost spells here. What's up with that? And he stole a Speaker of the Heavens here. So, he has the Embercleave. I'm 1,000,000% sure that he has. Yep, here comes the Embercleave. Here comes the freaking Embercleave. Oh man. Oh, he doesn't have it. He does not have it. So maybe he's putting down the Lurrus. And then we can put down the Skyclave Apparition. And steal the Lurrus if we find a land. If we find a land. We did not find a land. But we found a Seasoned Hallowblade. So that is also very A-okay. That is also very A-okay. So let's just hope he doesn't attack in with the Lurrus. But if he has the Embercleave now, well, that is just too bad. But we're up against 5 lands in the mono red deck, while he has... well, we have 2. 2 lands. 2 lands. I mean, normally that should be enough in this deck, but we have only 3 cost spells, so it is not enough. It is just not enough. Oh boy. That is kind of annoying. Because now our Seasoned Hallowblade will get eaten here. Yeah, I'm still pretty positive that he is, and he's drawing all the good stuff. Well, that's not land. So, 14 cards, 2 lands. That is very bad. Very freaking bad. But we need the Lifegain here. We really, really do. Well, we will block it like this, just in hopes that he doesn't have the Embercleave. Please don't have the Embercleave. Oh, he 1,000,000% has the Embercleave. Here it is. Oh, the Rimrock Knight? That is no Embercleave. There is no Embercleave at all. Well, he might still have it. He might still have it. Another Rimrock Knight? Okay. Okay. So we're getting rid of 1 Heliod. Yeah, we're taking 1 damage. That is fine. But at least we're getting rid of almost all of his board here. And getting some life back. And we got our Lurrus in our hand. So hey. So hey. And now he doesn't have enough mana to act. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? 15 cards and 2 lands. I mean, our chance to find a land are 44%. We are just so freaking screwed. We are just so freaking screwed. No matter what we do here, we're just freaking dead. We are just freaking dead. Because look at this. Look at this. We found no freaking land. No freaking land was found. Not a single one. So this is 2, 4, 5, 7, yeah. We're super dead. We are super dead. So we need to block here. And then, if we activate this now, we are still super dead. So nothing we can do. Absolutely nothing we can do. Oh, are you serious, game? Are you freaking serious, game? Come on. Come on. With this board state now, you're giving it to me? Get the heck out of here. Get the heck out of here. That was the stupidest game ever. 16 cards, 2 lands. I mean, he did not steal a single land with his little thief. With the Robber of the Rich. We're going first. I will keep this hand once more. We only have 3 cost spells after this, but we have the Lurrus, so maybe we can find a land this time. Who knows? So our chance to find a land, 37%. That's not too much, but it is something at least. Okay, did not find a land here. Did not find a land. And I think that we're up against rogues. So what's up with all of these 3 cost spells and we're not finding lands. We're up against a Rakdos deck. He has the Croxa. We will get rid of a Skyclave Apparition here. But the Lurrus is too valuable, and the Sparring Regimen as well. And the Mila is also very valuable. Come on, give me a land. Oh, what? Once more with this. This is insanity. This is just insanity. And we're only drawing 3-cost spells. It's not even like we're drawing something of our 1 or 2-cost spells. Not a single one. And the chances are 5, 12. Yeah, very high. Very freaking high. So, can we find something here? Can we now? Thank you, baby freaking Jesus. Okay. So we're Skyclave Apparitioning this Strider here. And at least we got that going for us. At least now we finally found our 3rd land. Now everything is fine again. But now it is like he started. So, using his goat, that is kind of fine with me. Kinda. He keeps on top. Don't like to see that. Really don't like to see that. But we're still putting down our Heliod next turn. Or our Sparring Regimen. Well, we will see. We will see. Maybe we even find a land. Maybe we're just even putting down the Mila. So we can draw some cards. Bone crushing away. Okay. That is fine. Kinda. Kinda. Not really, but kinda. But he has no cards in his graveyard. So everything is still a-okay. So, we are putting down the Mila here. So now if he wants to target something, at least we draw a card. And I really like the Mila. I really want to play her. Now with the Sparring Regimen, we can get ourselves maybe, whatchamacallit again. I need to watch up the names. The Environmental Sciences. Which seems pretty good. Yeah, look at it. Look at my Mila. 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 So, we're not attacking in, of course. Would be kinda not so smart. But yeah. It's still looking a-okay. We are not losing yet. Not yet. And if we find a land here, oh boy, we can do a lot of stuff. Because then we can use the Sparring Regimen and protect our creature from his stupid Bone Crusher Giant. And does he really want us to draw a card? Because this is just so good. This is just so good. He's foretelling something. What could that be? What could he be foretelling? I really don't know. But is he attacking in? That is the question. That is the question of the century. The Mire Triton. Okay, so now he can mill himself a little bit. Attacking in for 3. Yeah, we have enough life. Oh my Jesus. So, if we put this down now, I would not be too happy. So I will be putting down the Seasoned Hallowblade. So we can block his 3-3 here. And very soon we can just put the Maul of the Skyclaves on our Seasoned Hallowblade. So that is also very nice. Very nice. So we can get in for some damage. Maybe we're also putting it on the Mila. We will see. We will see. But the Maul of the Skyclaves was a very good pickup here. Another Croxa. That is kind of annoying. That is kind of very annoying. Yeah, we're getting rid of the Sparring Regimen, sadly. Sadly, we are. Let's just hope he doesn't have a 3rd Croxa. Why is this one here and this one here? I really don't get it. Oh, boy. This is so freaking good. This is so freaking good, because now we have the Alseid. Now we have the Seasoned Hallowblade ready to rock and roll. And rock and roll it will. Rockin' freaking rolling it will. Yes, 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 yes. So, we have the protection, which is very nice. We have a flyer in the air, which is even better. And he can't really target creatures of ours, because then we just draw a card. Yeah, not going to happen. You lose your Bone Crusher Giant here. We draw a card. We have another Outside of Life's Bounty, which is very nice. Very nice. If he wants to kill the Seasoned Hallowblade here, we can still just, you know, get rid of our Heliod. Doesn't seem too important right now, but it will be. It will be important very soon. And the Mila already did some work. I really freaking love it. Okay, yeah, we're drawing another card. That is absolutely fine with me. We drew another Heliod. So if we can find a land here, I would be very freaking happy. Very happy. So now he still needs one more card in his graveyard. But we're still rocking it. We are still rocking it. So one land would be very sweet here. Very freaking sweet. So we can even get rid of one. Okay, we now know that he's rocking the Poisonous Cups. Yeah, you can get in there for 5. I really don't care. I really don't care. We found a Luminarch Aspirant. That is also very beautiful. Very beautiful. So, we're putting it on the Seasoned Hallowblade because we need to get in for as much damage as fast as freaking possible as we can. And if he doesn't do anything here, I think we got him next turn. Well, maybe not next turn, but very soon. But very freaking soon. So he's attacking in with everything. Okay. Yeah, you do that. I really don't care. I won't be giving you any fodder for your graveyard. Crush the weak. Sad, but we need to do this here. Sad, but we need to do this. Alright, so now he has fodder in his graveyard, but this got exiled. And if he's putting down his... if he is putting down his Kroxa here... Well, should have put down the Kroxa, to be honest. Should have put down the Kroxa, to be honest. We have enough cards to discard here. So we will see what he does. If this last card isn't a kill spell, we just won. We just freaking won. Alright. Doesn't look like it's a kill spell. Intriguing. Intriguing. But we're still getting in there. And then we put down our Daxos. If he has any way to kill our Luminarch Aspirant here, we still have the Dex. Doesn't look like he does. Alright. So, after the last game, this one felt really freaking good. Really freaking good. Oh, yes, yes. Come on. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yes. Get in there. Get freaking in there. Alright, we just played against the Tibble's Trickery deck that mulliganed 7 times and just surrendered. So, no need to show that. We're up against Surprise. And it's a Lurrus deck. Okay, I think we have a pretty A-OK chance against Lurrus decks. I think we do. I think we do. Especially with this curve. Look at those curves. He is going first, which I really don't like. And yeah, he's putting down the Thieves Guild Enforcer turn 1. So let's just hope that we can find a Lurrus. Okay, that was very nice. Very nice indeed. So, are we even putting down our Luminarch Aspirant this turn? I don't think we are. I think I want to protect it. I think I do. Are you attacking in? Are you using your kill spell on my Outside of Life's Bounty? You are not. We found another land. That is very nice. So now we're attacking in. If he wants to give up his Thieves Guild Enforcer, I'm fine with that. We're getting alive, draining him 1. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Okay. So next turn we are going Luminarch Aspirant. We can still protect our outsides, which is very good. We have the Merfolk Windrobber here now. But he can't be playing his Soaring Thought Thief. I remembered the name. I'm so good. I'm so good. Alright, we just need to be fast enough. What did he mill us? Nothing of too much value. Not too much value was found. But we're still pretty a-okay. Is he attacking in? He's not attacking in. Okay. So we're getting some more life here. Putting down a Luminarch Aspirant. Pushing our one outside of life's bounty. Getting in there. If he wants to block it, I'm totally fine with that. Okay, he is not. So now we have all the protection in the world. Next turn we will be playing our Heliod. Yes, look at my stuff. Look at it. Look at it. It is all protected by the gods. So, does he have a board wipe? I really don't think he has. I really don't think he has a board wipe. De-eliminate. Yeah, we're protecting our outside. Why not? Why not? So, are you attacking in? With the Merfolk Windrobber. So I think I will keep... Yep, that was okay. Do you have another Merfolk Windrobber? You have the One of Mind. Don't like that. I don't like that. We're 6 cards in. Now we even have the Mila. That is also very sweet. So if he wants to target something, we're getting some freaking cards. Okay, we're getting in with both. I don't think he has anything here. And starting next turn, we can either put down our Maul of the Skyclaves or our Heliod. We will see. We will see. But we still have a good chance here. Maybe he's just getting the Lurrus into his hand. Okay, that draws us a card. That is very a-okay. Give me that card. Oh, yes. The Seasoned Hallowblade is also very freaking nice. Very, very freaking nice. Alright. So he might start attacking in here now. Which is a-okay to me, because we're on 26. And we still have 41 cards in our library. So what gives? Are you? That is so good. That is so freaking good. Okay. So, how are we doing this? We now even have the Lurrus. Do we have anything of value in here? We kinda do. We kinda do. But I'm still putting down this Maul of the Skyclaves onto my Luminarch Aspirant, making it big and strong. I don't think you have anything here. I think you're just holding priority because of your, you know, do we have a Daxos in here? No, we don't, but we have all these outside of life's bounty. So we're pushing the Luminarch Aspirant now. And then starting next turn, we can just bring back our Lurrus. Yeah, you kinda need to start blocking, my friend. You kinda need to start blocking, and blocking he does. Okay, very good. Very, very good. So we're still protecting our Luminarch Aspirant. There's no need not to do it. No need not to do it. We still have a little bit of time. Another Soaring Thought Thief. We still have 37 cards left. That is still a-okay. That is still a-okay. The Drown in the Lock. No, you're not. No, you're not. I don't think there's a 1-mana instant spell that can do anything here. So, are you attacking in? Are you attacking in, my friend? Are you now? You are. Cheeky. Cheeky. Okay. So, I think we're still looking pretty good here. We now even have the Skyclave Apparition, which is very freaking sweet. Very freaking sweet. Alright. Alseid of Life's Bounty, you're up. So we're still pushing our Luminarch Aspirant here, because sooner or later we might be able, with the Alseid of Life's Bounty, to just get through, which would be very cute. Very freaking cute. And yeah, he will block here, draw a card, which is absolutely fine with me. Oh, he doesn't even draw a card? What? Why didn't you draw a card, Surprise? That was a surprise indeed. That was a huge surprise indeed. So we can bring down the Lurrus here. But then we can just Skyclave Apparition, bring back another Outside of Life's Bounty. Yeah, I think we got this one in the bag. I think we do. Come on, do it. Bring down the Lurrus. Bring it down. Bring it real good. My turn. He doesn't do anything. That is absolutely fine with me. So we're putting down another Outside of Life's Bounty here. And we're putting down the Speaker of the Heavens. The Skyclave Apparition. He has a counter spell. Okay, that is kind of fine with me. But he still needs to block here. Otherwise he is dead next turn. Otherwise he will be dead next turn. But he will be dead very soon anyways. Very soon anyways. Because we will just do it over and over. Just 2 turns of putting down. Well, it depends on what he got here. It really depends on what he got here. But I think he will just put down a Merfolk with a Soaring Thought Thief. Are you sure about that, my friend? Are you really sure about that? Well, he seems to be. He seems to be sure about that. Seems to be sure about that. So if we draw land here, I will absolutely play the Heliod. Or do I? Or do I? Well, I will start pushing my Outside of Life's Bounty. My Lurrus of the Dream Den. Yeah, you can get in for 4. Couldn't care less. I just couldn't care less. The Sparring Regimen. That is so freaking good as well. That is so freaking good as well. But well, I think it is time. Now we're not doing it. We're putting down the Speaker of the Heavens. Do we have him here? Do we have him here? Let me think. This is 13. No, we don't have him yet. We don't have him yet. So I will be putting down the Speaker of the Heavens here. I will sacrifice my Outside of Life's Bounty to give this protection from blue. Just make him see that we are packing. And then I will get in with this. So, my screen just died. My screen just died. Well, my other screen. And yeah, there you go. There was a short break, but I'm back. I'm back. It was just not even real. Not even real. Okay, 26 cards left. Yeah, we totally got this. Even if he hasn't into the story here, we just totally freaking got this. Oh boy, get out of here. The Merfolk Windrobber won't help you at all. It won't help you at all. You can just draw 1 single card. We still have 22 cards left in our graveyard and our library. So, what you gonna do? What are you going to do? Nothing, I tell you. Nothing. And we can't even be blocking here. And blocking we will. Blocking we will. Oh boy, we got this one in the bags. So deep. So deep. You know what? I'm not even going to block. I don't care about the Thieves Guild Enforcer Surprise. I really don't freaking care about that. Yeah, you should surrender now. It is time. Time for some coffee. Time to see those rogues surrender. He doesn't surrender. Okay, I respect that. Kind of. But we're still doing this. And we still have enough mana to do it all over again. So, we're getting in there for 9. Tasty, and he surrenders. And he surrenders. 92? Oh yeah. Beating rogues. Beating rogues. Feels so good. It feels so good in here. So, the Mila is really nice. The Sparring Regimen, Demon in Flames. In Flames. So, We're going first, and I freaking love this hand. Oh boy, we have 3 lands, which is very good. And unless he is red here, he is green. That is so nice. That is so freaking nice. So we're going full on life swing. Maybe we find our good Robert De Niro. And whatever he plays here, we still have the Skyclave Apparition. But I think I will just put down the Mila. Okay. Pushing the Luminarch here. Getting in for 4. This is looking pretty good. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. The Trumpeting Canarl. So what does it give? Creatures. Yeah, not gonna let that happen. We drew another land. And he just surrenders. Easiest freaking game of my freaking life. So as the last game was very short. I don't even think it was 2 minutes. I don't even think it was 2 minutes. We will do a 6th game today. Technically it's 7. Technically it's 7. Oh my lord. The opponent's going first, but we have the perfect freaking start here. A real freaking perfect start. So we will keep this. I mean, we even have 3 lands. And he is slow. He is slow. I love it. I freaking love it. So he's a snow-covered plains. We have 1 more land, which is not too good. But hey. Maybe we can use it later. Maybe we can. So, how are we doing this? I think we're pushing our Speaker of the Heavens. Or are we putting down a Seasoned Hallowblade? I think it is Speaker of the Heavens. So we will be on... that is 2 plus 2 makes 24. Yeah, seems good. Seems good. Oh, another land. Okay, remember that second game? Remember that second game where we had 2 lands in total? Yeah, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm freaking remembers. So, if he doesn't have a Crush the Weak here, we're looking really good. Just pray that he doesn't have to Crush the Weak. We just pray. With our Speaker of the Heavens, Robert De Niro. Dear Speaker of the Heavens, don't have the Crush the Weak. Have another tapped land. Have no answer. Oh, it is another tapped land. But does he have anything here? Do we even need to put down the Maul of the Skyclaves yet? I don't think so. I really don't think so. If he has a Scorching Dragonfire, that would be annoying. Don't you have it? Don't you have it? He doesn't have it. Okay, perfection. So, thanks to all of these lands, we can now put down our Seasoned Hallowblade. The Stern Dismissal. That is absolutely fine with me. We already have our Angel on the battlefield. So, we will see what he does here. If he has a board wipe, would be very saddening. Would be very, very saddening. But we still have the Maul of the Skyclaves, and we have a lot of cards that we can discard to the Seasoned Hallowblade. The Frostbite. Okay. Absolutely fine with me. Abso-freaking-lutely fine with me. So. Japanese kanji man? What are you doing? What is your plan? So we didn't draw any of our new cards yet, but we might. The Brazen Borrower, okay. I can still make myself another angel, so I'm really not too worried about that. And I don't think that you have anything to get rid of my Speaker of the Heavens here, so we're getting in there for even more life. Yes, yes. And if you do have anything, well, that's just too bad. But we're still here, threatening lethal very hard. And yeah, we will see what you do. You do nothing? Well, outside of life's bounty it is. Outside of life's freaking bounty it is. That is just GG, my friend. The side coming didn't help you at all. You should have kept the mana open for your Brazen Borrower. Dude. This deck is just still freaking amazing. Just still freaking amazing. Yes, my friends, we did it back in the 93. Alright, so the Sparring Regimen was very freaking sweet. The Mila, I love it. The only thing that could stop us was not finding a third land in our first 16 or something cards, and he even milled us. He even freaking milled us. That game 2 was freaking brutal. But if we would have had a land, we could have played a creature every single turn. The Skyclave Apparition would have been so sweet. We would have had our Heliod. Just, the game would have been so much different. He didn't even have an Ambercleave. He didn't even have it. So, we could have won with one single land. One single land. And the turn that we drew the land, you've seen what happened. The board was so wide, there was nothing we could have done. So, the Selfless Glyphweaver, it's okay. We didn't encounter any board wipes, so I still think that he's relevant. And yeah, the Sparring Regimen, I freaking love the Sparring Regimen. It is just so good. The learn part is just a nice little bonus because you get a card into your hand. You can even discard something to draw a card. So it is just so good. Excusez-moi. So, if you made it this far, what was up in the second game? Crazy. I hope you enjoyed what you see. Leave a like, share this video with your friends, and if you didn't do it already, smash that little subscribe button down there, ring that bell so you get always notified when I put down one of my daily videos. Tomorrow there will be the live stream, just a small reminder. I'm MtgA Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.